Hello everybody, welcome to the Crochet Lovers channel. So, for 2019, I decided that I would like to do something new that I haven't done on my channel yet before. I want to try, this is the year for new things for me. I'm going to try to improve my podcast, hopefully get a better camera since I am working off my laptop right now. Little things like that. And maybe I can, there's things I want to work on regarding the podcast wise and my crochet as well. So I have goals for myself, which I've given to you already. And so what I want to do as well is something new, and I would like to do a month in review. And this is not a new thing, I'm sure tons of people have done before, which I'm basically go over my finished objects for the month. So this month is January, obviously, starting out the new year, and I started off the new year very strong, in my opinion. And granted, I still have a handful more days left, since it is, I believe, like the 28th or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to check. But it's not the 30th yet. But I don't think I'm going to get anything more done. Yeah, I do want to work on this blanket for myself. So, yeah. Maybe that and some hats as well. So, let's just get into that. So, basically, what got me inspired to do this was I have a bullet journal, which I started in November for NaNoWriMo, which is the National Novel Writing Month. And what I started doing was I started doing the crochet finished objects page in here, which is, I kind of been slacking off on that a little bit, but yeah. So I think it's a really fun track. So if you do have a bullet journal, and if you do crochet or knit, loom knit, anything on that behalf, if you have a hobby and you want to mark off your progress that you've been doing, I think it's a really good idea as well. I mean, I'm glad that I did it. I really am. So yeah, so let me just get started. So from the top, that's where I'm going to be starting. So at the very beginning of January, I started my grandma's shawl. I think I started this at the end of December, and I finished it at the beginning of January. It was a week project, and it was a granny square shawl, so I got that done like that. And if you do want to see all these objects I'm talking about, you can see them in the podcast. I think it starts on, let me tell you what episode it starts on. Okay, it starts on podcast number 8, which was recorded January 1st of 2019. So, there you go. That should be easy to remember. So yeah, we have the granny square shawl. And then that same, January 1st, I finished one of the boy baby blankets that I was working on. What I did was I just added the border on it, which I was procrastinating for such a long time. I don't know why I procrastinated it, since it really took me 2 episodes of the 100 and and some patience to get the clusters in right, but yeah. So yeah, we finished that as well. So January 1st was actually a really productive day for me, and that was at I stayed up till 3 in the morning crocheting, finishing objects that I've been procrastinating to start off the new year headstrong, which I'm really glad I did. So also on January 1st, I crocheted the I added the border and appliques on the January square for the snowman as well, for the Jada and Stitches 2017 crochet along. And I'm doing that this year as well, which I talked about in podcasts. I'm not going to go into detail on anything. So, yeah, that snowman turned out adorable. But I did finish February square, which turned out even cuter, and oh my goodness. I also finished one of the blankets that I was, or like a big project blanket type thing, this month also. That was on January 1st. I don't remember when it was, but it was before the 7th because I had to go back to school, I remember. So yeah. I finished that, and that didn't take me very long at all. It just took me, well, it took my cousin and I a couple hours because she was working on a blanket, I was working on a blanket. And that is not in the podcast at all, just because I haven't given that to the person, and when I do give it to the person, then I'll post the video which describes it and the pictures into the podcast, which I talked about as well. I think that was number 9, either 9 or 10. So I also, this isn't crochet, but I loom knitted 3 doll blankets. And I know that Kayla from Llama Mama inspired me to do these, and these are all going to charities. The charity that I'm doing, the Operation Christmas Child one, I'm going to be doing a update on that for January as well, or maybe February, depends on when I get to it. Okay, and then as of the 28th, which is today, just looked, I have 39 hats for charity made this month, which is, I'm really proud of myself for that, considering that I've kind of been slacking off on that the end of 2018, just because I was really trying to get Christmas presents cracking down on that, and yeah, I'm glad that I'm really proud of myself for that. I'm having a competition with myself. So 2 weeks ago I had 11 hats done. Last week I had 19, and this week I'm going to try to beat 19. So wish me luck on beating myself for that. And then the last thing that I got done, according to from the 28th, is the teddy bear square for February for the Jade and Stitches calendar blanket for 2017, which I talked about, the teddy bear one. And it's not, that's going to be a podcast number 13, which is going to come out next Sunday. So I'm very, very happy with myself that I got this much done this month, and I know that, knowing myself, I'm going to get a lot more done this week to add to this list for sure. And hopefully I can beat the 19 hats, because I'm really in my competition with myself. I already set it up, so the goal's high. Maybe for 22. So yeah, that is my 2019 finished objects in review. And my works in progress it's still the same, basically, like the frog granny square blanket, I forgot what the numbers were, but that corner to corner orange blanket, I think it was like 259 or something like that. I can't remember. I'm a horrible cousin. The shawl, which eventually turned into a finished object. Baby blanket, which turned into a finished object. The temperature blanket, which is going to be all year long project. And then that one blanket, which I finished, which turned into a finished object as well. And then that summer stitch along. Yeah. So that is it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!